Libra, you ready? This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. Weekly as in there's a new tarot card reading every single week. It's an energy reading, so it pertains to Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. But it is not date specific, so you don't have to worry. It'll come to you when it's supposed to come to you. Libra, your videos come out every single Tuesday, every single Tuesday. So please remember, if you haven't already, to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so that you select all notifications and you will get notified when your favorite content comes out. Remember, there's always an extended reading for those of you who want a deeper dive and to continue this message with me. I hope you all can. That link is right below this video. Libra, I have a second astrology channel. It is called Astrology Motivation, and I'll attach the link right above. I hope you can join me over there too for more spiritual and astrological guidance. And if you want to join me live, check me out over at born_without_boundaries on Instagram. Let's go. Libra. Libra. I'm not saying this is the easiest time, because it's not. It's been tumultuous, right? I hope you've been happy. But there's a lot of shifting and a lot of changing happening. And I got a Tower. What does that mean? That means a sudden change. That means all of a sudden, bam, something just, a change that you couldn't predict, you didn't think, you didn't expect. You didn't think things would work out this way. Like, where the hell did that come from? Think of the tower crumbling down. Now, this doesn't have to be for your ultimate detriment. It doesn't have to even be for your demise. It doesn't even have to be bad. It could be a sudden surprise good. But I don't think that that's the effect that the tower had on you this time around. And that's not the effect that towers usually have. Right? Towers usually have, this is bad. This is bad. It's heartbreaking. Ultimately, it might be the best thing that ever happened to you. Right? Because ultimately it could have been, we thought something was going to go one way and our expectations were based on incorrect information. And so in a lot of ways, the tower can be a liberation. Like, think about a tower that traps you in and it crumbles down around you, and the light is going to sting your eyes, and the broken chains are going to sting your wrists where they used to be. And it's going to feel at first like it's the worst thing that could have happened to you. When in reality, it's a liberation. But we'll see. We're going to get into this. There's some sort of breakup, some sort of lost lover, lost connection, maybe a divorce, maybe the selling of a house, maybe moving. Yeah, let's put it this way. Something that you were really psyched about, you got news that you're not going to get it, or taken from you, stolen from you, you name it. There's some sort of fuckboy here. There's some sort of fuckboy energy here. You know, wanting somebody but not being their equal. Knight of Wands is there's a lot of passion. Yeah, you know who you were defeated by? Some fucking big titty tramp. I'm just kidding. Dude, don't fuck with me. I'm just saying, trying to make this light, but yeah, it's definitely that kind of thing where somebody kind of walked away with somebody else who basically just turned on the heat. They turned on the sex appeal. They stroked the dick in the right way and ultimately led that motherfucker. And that was the cause. That was the cause of the demise, was somebody just kind of got there first or turned up the heat. And in the past, so this is Leo. You could have been dealing with a Leo. You felt really confident about this, is what it's saying. This all started out as something that was looking real fucking good. And then, bam, all of a sudden, it just wasn't it. It's like you thought that they were really into you, or you thought that you had this chance. You thought that you had this wrapped up. Now, this doesn't have to be romance, right? It could be a job. I'm looking at my dog. It could be a job, right? You thought, this is in the bag. They're definitely going to hire me. I did great in the interview. It's that kind of energy where, God, it's like you want to stop and you want to ask yourself, why did God fuck with me this way? Why did he mess with me? Why did he make me think that I was going to, well, let's put it this way. God is always loving you and is always on your side and is always supporting you and is always believing in you and has never stopped and still hasn't stopped and never will stop. So it's not necessarily God. It was just a lot of miscommunications and a lot of, misinterpretations. And you know what? Let me say this to you, Libra. It doesn't mean this person made the right decision. What it looks like is somebody made the easy decision. It's like that employer calling you up and saying, oh, you know what, we decided to go with somebody that we hired from the inside because they kind of had the legal obligations to do so. This could have been, in some ways, their interest in you could have been something that they kind of had to do, and they never expected to be even as interested in you as they were, right? But it's like in some ways they always knew that this was the way that they were gonna go. But for you, you didn't know any of this. You didn't know this was a backstory. You thought they were on your side. 3 of Cups is here, friends. There could have been a third-party situation. They were always considering somebody else. There was always somebody else on the table. It could have also been friends saying, hey, you'd be great for each other. You'd be great for this role. You're in it. You're a shoo-in. You're a shoo-in. Ultimately, I guess that's not what happened. But let's talk about what's happening right now. So we do still have people pulling for you. The King of Chalices is here. This is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, usually a male. Maybe somebody in your friend group or somebody that you haven't been introduced to yet. But there's a new opportunity coming in. And that's where I want you to understand that God has never, ever been against you and never will. And whatever door he closed, it's because that's not the door for you, right? This is about being redirected, not about being defeated. And I know it's hard because I'm staring at the fucking tower. And it's hard. It's hard when you had so much momentum toward, wow, this is really going to work. And it doesn't. So what's on here now? We have the 3 of Cups, which is friends celebrating you, people who like you, people who want to be around you, right? People who you want to be around, people who you have a good time with. King of Cups is here. This is somebody who doesn't show his feelings very much, who doesn't come out and say what he's feeling, but the feelings when he's upright are usually very stable and very good for you, very good toward you. And this is definitely a connection or communication that you make through friends, right? Set up through friends or branching out, maybe something that you didn't expect. So let me say this. Not only is not all hope is not lost, Libra. Let's see where we go from here. Can we? Just hang with me for a little bit. Bear with me. Bear with me. Spiritual strength is here. But this is in the past. So something opened up your heart chakra. In other words, when you thought things were going really well, you had all this faith in God. So you're kind of being tested now. It's like, it's like the Book of Job test. Right? You're going to hate me. You're going to think that I just abandoned you. How much faith can you have in me if you only have it when something's going good? Now, it may not be you. This could be a metaphor for the situation you're in. This sense of, when everything's going good, everything's looking right, everything's up, well then, people love me. But then things fall apart the way that things sometimes do, and suddenly everybody's against me, or, oh no, I can't have that. Gotta leave. That kind of energy, that sense. But think about it. Think about it as not if it was God, as if it was you. What if people just give up on you when the going gets tough? Did they ever really believe in you to begin with? So as above, so below. So in the faith that you have to have in God, in the universe, wherever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. You have to have that even when things are looking shitty. This is a real test, Libra. And I hate to say it, but it's true. Like, what else? What other name you want me to put on it? What other word? It's a test of the emergency broadcast system to see how much you'll freak out. And to freak out is human. So don't worry about freaking out. Just worry about giving up. because I don't want to see you give up. Because everything you want is on the other side of giving up. So don't do it. Memories of love. So you're still thinking right now. You're still in the mindset of what you thought was going to happen. So these thoughts of, oh, but you're still thinking of, but it was supposed to work out so differently, right? Now, as long as you continue to think about the past, memories, that's where you're going to stay, and you're not going to move forward. And that's a big problem here, because like the universe cleared this out to make room for something wonderful to come in. But if you're not going to move forward, you're stuck in the past, you're not going to hold it. You're not going to get it, because I promise you, what you want is forward. It's not backward. Backward is just what never was, right? Memories are just fantasies that we kind of sort of lived through once. We never remember it the right way. It was never as good as we ever thought it was, right? And it's just a sense of, it's a way to fantasize, right? So right now, you're still in that modality. You're sad, you're hurt, you're upset. Use it as a way to love yourself better, love yourself deeper. Find an extra strength in, I'm going to love this person 1,000 times more. Like, use it as an opportunity to show the universe the way you want to be treated. Really, really, like, start to program the universe with, okay, this girl right here, this guy right here deserves this, deserves this, deserves this. And that's a way of kind of reprogramming the matrix around you to say, oh, okay, this is what Libra deserves. What's coming up in your future? Happiness. This is always my 10 of Cups card here. Foundation and achievements. You really have so much. It could even be that, you had to sell a house, or a house fell through, or you didn't get to move somewhere or be somewhere, or the relationship you had didn't want. Well, guess what? And it's not too far in the future either, where you now have something that is solid, stable, and a lot happier and a lot bigger than what you originally suspected. Interesting. Okay, let's go with these cards. There's so much more here. So what happened, Libra? Like, what does Libra need to know? Imagine. Okay. Once again, memories. So you're still imagining, you're still thinking, you're still dreaming. Orphaned. So this is in the future. So right now, you're thinking that you're always going to be alone. Right now, you're in the mindset of, I'm always going to be alone. Maybe I don't even belong with anybody. Right? That's what you're thinking right now. And I'm so sorry. Is that the truth? Is that the truth? Is Libra gonna be orphaned? Be left? Is that the truth? 7 of Pentacles is saying it's not the truth, but it's stalling things. Things aren't working. Something didn't work. That's the truth. It was never meant to work. You had misinformation, just to let you know. This information was incorrect. It was not solid. And that's why things didn't work. Because you weren't getting the whole story. You weren't hearing or getting all the information that you needed. And that's what's happening. So, okay. Okay. 10-10 came out. So let it be over with. It's like something has to, you have the worst card and the best card. It's like something has to be completely ended. The tears, the sadness. You're going to have to accept defeat to welcome in this abundance. So what is it saying to me? Right on the heels of complete and total defeat comes this amazingness that's going to spring into your life. 10 of Pentacles is, of course, abundance. It's once again foundation and achievements. The foundation of your achievements is sadness and heartbreak. The foundation of your achievements is, and you know what that means? It's building so much compassion in you. It's also telling me you have no idea how much their abundance is in letting this go, in taking this as a loss and allowing it to sort of just drift away. And I know up until like last week, we had such high hopes, right? That this was really going to work out. Well, guess what? We're on the shit end of that right now because it wasn't going to happen. Conclusions are within reach and luck is on your side. That's really good stuff. You're going to get the information that you need to understand what you need to do to make sure that this doesn't happen again and that you turn this 10 of Swords into the 10 of Pentacles. Luck is on your side. Look towards Sagittarius season. Conclusions are within reach. We're only 2 weeks away from Sagittarius season. It's not that far away. So ultimately, Libra. Let's turn this around for Libra, can we? What else do we have to say? I'm sure there's a lot more to say. Freedom or liberation. This could have been you were bonded, or you were held tight, or you had all these financial responsibilities, or financial obligations. A sense of feeling free. And with this Sagittarius energy, I think that this is your lucky stroke. This is a sense of you have freedom. You have boundlessness. You are unbound. Whatever obligations you were stuck in, you're no longer stuck in. This is total and complete liberation. Also a sense of you might be traveling somewhere. I don't know. Where are you fucking going in Sagittarius season? You want to tell me? Where are you going in Sagittarius season? I don't know. You're unbound. Let's put it this way. If this is romantic, you're going to want to be single in Sagittarius season. Happy birthday, Michelle Sandygate. You're going to want to be alone and unbound. Where it feels like a punishment right now, you're going to be real fucking happy. And I know it's hard because Libra, this isn't the right deck. Libra, you don't think the good stuff is going to happen right now. But listen, you're wrong. Can you tell me who's coming toward Libra, please? Can you tell me who's coming toward Libra? Or what's coming toward Libra? See from a higher perspective, take charge with authority. So ultimately leadership and the fundamentals of being connected to God. God has seen something bigger in you and for you, right? Also a sense of mountain, stand your ground, and shaman, trust in higher forces. You are going to fight for something that you believe in. You are fighting for something that you believe in. You're also, in some ways, stepping out as a leader to, like, I don't know. With shaman and eagle here, and Lord and mountain, like, this is, I just think this is bigger shit than you could even imagine. I don't know what's going on, but you are definitely taking this leadership role, this leadership position, and you're going to be very happy because you're going to be capable of doing it. You're going to be able to do it because you're not connected to, or maybe you're traveling. I don't fucking know, but this is a little bit bigger than I can comprehend. Trust in higher forces and stand your ground. Let me say this to you. You might have to fight somebody. And that's not in the Libra way. We are very non-confrontational. Libras don't like confrontation. We are just diametrically opposed to it. We are all about diplomacy and compromise. But there is something here that's saying, guess what? But it's not on your grounds. It's on the higher ground. It's on the universal ground. It's on God's ground. It's on a sense of, but you know fucking what, bitch? I know you ain't real. I'm calling you out on your shit. There's something that is, it's bigger than you. Even, especially if you're sticking up for other people. There's so much it's almost like they're testing you. They're seeing if you will. If you will. Will you? Will Libra? What the fuck is this? Letting go of childish dreams. Letting go of... This could be something that you believed your whole childhood. This could be something that you believed in or that you wanted for the longest time. Like we always talked about, something that you've loved for a long time. But somehow this is... Oh, fucking God! It's not easy to explain because it's not just about you. This is like ideas level. This is concepts level. You are now bumped into the higher cause. So it's just not that simple. But there's also a sense of you've always had hope. You've always held out hope. You always thought it would be this way. It's not this way. You're letting go of this concept. You're letting go of this kind of childhood whimsy, and you're moving on to something a lot tougher, a lot more grown up, and something worth fighting for. You want specifics? I'm going to dig in because this is kind of driving me crazy. Please join me for the extended. The link is below. Thank you, Libra, so much for watching this video, and I will see you soon.